So Todd, Emily, thanks for coming in today here.
Cool.
So tell me a little bit about yourselves.
Well, we've been married for 10 years and one daughter who's almost 9, and just a wonderful tiny human. And thankfully, we've had a lot of great family support in raising her and taking care of her and giving her a good faith background. Just, a few minor issues here and there.
Okay, all right, well, good. And so you said you've been married 10 years. But so what brings you in today?
His mother, to put it bluntly. Ever since our daughter was born, she's been overly involved and unnecessarily so often. Her intentions are good, and she tries very hard, but it's a bit of a bone of contention when she comes and tries to do all the things, and it's a little much. So we can't come to an agreement on how to get her to stop.
So it sounds like you're being very diplomatic. Have you? Has there been quite a bit of tension over this issue?
Well, I do try to be very polite because, like I said, I think her heart's in the right place, but it caused us to disagree on how to talk to her and figure this out, and how to help change her behavior.
Yeah, how to improve the situation without hurting anybody's feelings.
Yeah, I don't want to be mean. I'm not that kind of person.
Yeah. So you mentioned it's been going on since your daughter was born. Was she different when you first got married before your daughter's birth?
She was very enthusiastic about our relationship and was very happy for us, and often had us over for dinner and regularly, often a couple of times a week, which was great. And it was nice getting to know both of his parents. Just then she inserted herself more into our lives since the baby came along, and it's been a lot. She's showing up daily, and it's too much. It's too much.
Yeah. Is there ever any let up in this at all?
Could we leave town?
Okay. All right. Okay. So it's caused some tension between you, and you maybe see things a little differently. Maybe not bothering you quite as much as.
Yeah, I don't think I don't have to deal with her being overbearing as much because I'm at work most of the time. So I only have to see at night whenever it's just us, and during the day it sounds like mom's trying to be overly helpful. And so I guess out of sight, out of mind a little bit for me. And so it's hard for me to really put a finger on what I need to do or say to try to help with the situation.
Tell me, what was it like growing up in your family, at your household?
Dad worked, and we were with mom during the day, and after dinner it was homework, and Dad went to bed earlier than we did, and most of the time it was mom had the rules, and if we didn't like that, then it was like, well, you can talk to your father, but you're not going to like what he has to say. So we normally did what mom said. Okay, so
was she the one who kind of disciplined most of the time?
She is probably the one that did a lot of that.
Okay, all right. Would you say you were pretty close to her in growing up?
Yeah.
Was she controlling in any way?
Probably didn't see it that way at the time, but looking back, I could see that it was kind of her way or the highway.
Okay. Did she prevent you from having the friends you wanted or doing the things that you wanted to do?
She definitely had her opinions on who my friends should be and what time we should be home and what activities we should be doing.
Yeah. Did you sense any problems when you started dating Emily, when she kind of came into the picture?
Well, until we were thinking about getting married, I probably didn't talk about it much. Just kind of keep her to myself for a while, because I knew how she could potentially try to take hold of the situation.
Okay. Yeah. Well, what's your relationship with her right now?
I mean, I thought it was pretty good. She seemed to be, helping us get, the kids to school and, in bed and things like that. But I guess it's probably more than it should be.
Yeah. Do you find, did she try to control the things that you still?
Yeah, because I feel like whenever we make a suggestion about the way we want to do it, she'll still do it kind of her way. And, if she wants to stay up with the kids reading or something, she's probably going to do it rather than just saying it's time for bed, lights out. Do you have any reluctance in telling her to kind of bug off? I'd rather not if I didn't have to.
Well, it's too, you don't see it as much as I do. I am, working from home, so I'm there all the time, and so I see her and pop up at the door, and let me do these things, which are often nice, but then child comes home and she's full grandma mode but taking over and doing all of the things, and then in turn telling me, oh, you really should be doing this, or let me do this instead, and because no, that's not how you should be doing it, or she's doing too much, and to me it's like she's taking my authority and power away as a parent. I mean, as soon as he comes home, she's either already done her thing and left, or it's just like, oh, loving mother and affectionate, and he just does not get the same perspective inside of her that I get.
Do you find her being critical of what the things you do?
Yes, she's nice about it, but yes. she's very polite, but she does not hesitate to tell me, now, dear, this is really what you should be doing, and dear, why don't you try this and do this instead, or no, I don't think you should do that, dear. Why don't you have this? And so it's often my opinion is wrong and how I should be doing things, but then she's correcting me in front of the child, and I don't think that is appropriate, because I'm supposed to be the parent and it's my house, and she's just coming in and taking over.
Tell me a little bit about what it was like for you growing up in your family.
Well, my parents really did try to work together as a team. Now, granted, my dad worked full time and my mom was a stay-at-home mom, but they did he really did his best to be involved as much as possible, and they made joint decisions, and we did a lot of family activities together. So there seemed to be between them a balance of authority. If one parent said one thing, okay, then that's it. That they were a united front, and they took good care of us, together.
Do you find that your mother tries to be controlling in any way, the same way?
No, if for no other reason than my parents live a lot farther away, so we don't see them as often, and she has just kind of let us live our own lives, and obviously we never talk to her pretty regularly, but just because of the location aspect, she's not nearly as involved, because mother lives 10 minutes from us as opposed to over an hour. That makes a difference.
Okay. Yeah. Do you get along with your family today?
Yeah, we're good.
How about any other extended family members who also have some issues with how you do things, and brothers and sisters, anything like that?
Well, I'm not super close to my sister, and she lives in Colorado, so she doesn't have the same dynamic that in relationship I have with my parents, and even your sister, she's in Indianapolis, so again, I think it's that proximity thing, because she's so close to us, she feels like she can just come and do whatever and be involved, and she doesn't get to see his sister and her family as often because they're a little farther away.
Probably get the brunt of the mothering activity that way, where
So
she doesn't get to express it on the other grandkids.
The other
So
grandkids, yeah.
Okay. So how has this affected your marriage, do you think? Are there other things that you are having any problems with?
Well, I have shared things with him that his mother has said, and there have been a few times that he has agreed with his mother, and that's not how it's supposed to work. I need you to side with me and break free from your mother and work out raising a family and our household. You need to be united with me, and he just seems to be locked into, well, that's how he grew up, and this is his mother, so he should support his mother.
figured it worked on me, so I just kind of was gonna roll with it.
Do you think this is her problem that she needs to work out?
Well, I was kind of hoping it would just work itself out, but I think it is creating lots of tension for us, and it does make some of our daily, tasks that we try to figure out a little more stressful to, try to just figure out what dinner's gonna be or things like that, because we're already kind of got a tension going, so then anything else that doesn't line out, we're not necessarily fighting, but we're not as nice as we could be sometimes.
Yeah, there's still that disagreement that's separating us, and it shouldn't be.
Okay. So it sounds like he maybe points to you to solve most of these problems here, huh?
Yes, it seems like it, but I need him to solve it with me and get on the same page as me, and that's what we haven't figured out, how to get on the same page so we can both confront his mother if we need to do that. I mean, I don't want to do it either, but I think we have to. But I need him with me. I need him to not be siding with her if we go to talk to her. I need him to be on my team. We're a couple. I need him to be on my side.
Well, it sounds like Emily's a pretty strong individual here who has her own thoughts about things, and do you rely on her to make those decisions?
I mean, I often like for her to on some of it, because if I'm at work, I make the money and come home, and she's got the house in order, so to speak.
Yeah. What do you usually do when you get home from work?
Take a shower, see what's for dinner, see if the kids do anything fun.
Okay. All right. Okay. Is Tyler? Is he hands-on enough in the family, you think?
Well, he's thankfully. I mean, he is a good parent, and he is, so great with Etta, and makes sure that she has her homework done and will play with her, and so he's great in that aspect of it. But then I am in the background, and yes, well, he's coming home and taking a few minutes and seeing what she's up to. I'm trying to figure out what to cook, or if there's any bills we need to discuss, or if we're trying to discuss a family vacation, and his mother heard about that and thought, well, maybe I could come too. It's like, oh dear Lord, no. Maybe she shouldn't. So trying to work through that kind of thing. It's like I need, and he's on board with that. It's like I don't think she should come along, and we need to talk about these things, but he seems distracted.
Okay. All right. Well, what do you think is the solution to this problem?
Coming up with probably a more defined set of boundaries that we could
Yes, we need
maybe
balance.
have, of like, when she should be there and what kind of tasks maybe she should be helping with us, and
Okay.
what we should really just be handling on, or probably things I should be picking up rather than trying to let my mother and her figure it out.
Okay. Now, those are your boundaries for you all, or are they creating boundaries for your mother?
Probably my mother.
Or your mother,
on
yeah.
when- yeah,
Okay.
what she needs to actually help us with and not help us with.
So maybe she doesn't feel the need to come over as often as she does, or feel like she has to now go on vacation with us. It needs to be a line drawn, but I think since she is your mother, we need to figure out that line, and you need to talk to her. And wouldn't that make sense if it's his mother that he needs to? Because I don't feel like she's going to listen to me if it's just he needs to come from me too.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
I believe that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So, is this all things you think that your mother needs to change, or is there anything that maybe you all might need to change in looking at this problem? Things that you might be together with in making this less of a problem.
I would like for you to spend some more time talking to me about things and checking in with my thoughts and feelings about things, as opposed to, oh, that's what Mom said, okay, or just getting a call from her to have her telling you things and not talking to me first. That would help. Or instead of just kind of focusing, which while I appreciate you focusing on the child, then I need you to talk to me too. I'm here. Hi. So I know that you rely on me and trust me to have things together, but it would help to communicate more with you about it.
Instead of just assuming maybe that you got it.
Yeah, that I got it all figured
Yeah,
out.
so Tyler, it sounds like Emily's wanting your support in this a little bit more.
Yes.
Is that something you think you're able to do for her?
Yes, I think I could. I was just, thought Mom was handling stuff, but maybe it wasn't a great idea. So
Maybe we shouldn't let her handle all the
Yes.
things.
so yeah.
Yeah. Do you think your mother's capable of changing?
I mean, old dogs are tough with new tricks, right? So I think mitigating what needs to be changed as far as keeping some maybe defined boundaries on what she's doing, and then maybe make some small changes to see if that'll help ease it into some changes.
So what's the relationship like between your mother and father? Are there things that they do together that
Dinner time for the most part, but after that, Dad's got his stuff that he's working on, Mom's got her garden, and they kind of do their separate things, unless they're going on like a vacation or out to dinner together with friends. But
They have their own TVs. They've got their separate spaces.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you think it's possible to bring your father into this situation as part of the solution and keeping her a little more occupied at home?
yes, I believe if maybe we talked to him about,
I don't think
Trying
he's
to
even
keep
aware
her-
of what's going on.
Yeah,
he just
he's-
lets her do her thing.
so maybe if we ask him to help
Yeah.
keep her a little more occupied, and maybe whenever we go to try to talk to her, maybe talk some things through with him first and see what his thoughts are on how she might take or what she might say.
I don't want to hurt her feelings. I don't want to do that to her, but
Yeah.
there needs to be a line.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So it sounds like maybe there's some homework assignments that all of you maybe need. Tyler, make sure that you're supporting Emily, back her up in these situations. Bringing maybe your father into this to help kind of in keeping her occupied at home maybe more, and then probably at that point, being able to sit and talk with her and let her know your all's feelings, in a way that you won't alienate her.
Yeah, I don't want to do that. He needs to back off a little bit.
I think that sounds good. Maybe we all do those things, and we can check back in a couple months and see how things are going. Okay?
Okay.
That sounds
Okay.
good. Yeah.
All right. Okay.
Thank you.
Thanks.
All right.